What is Rainbow Six Siege like for new players 2.5 years on from release? Hey, what's up guys, Irish Turtle here, and in today's video, as the title suggests, I want to take a look at what it is like for a new player joining Siege 2.5 years on from the release day. Now, of course, this video comes about mainly because my younger brother recently found out that I had a YouTube channel that covered mostly Rainbow Six Siege, and he liked the look of the game and decided to pick it up. And shortly after he picked up the game, he actually came to me and said, I don't understand how you like this game, it's so abusive and toxic, how can you play it? And basically I sat down with him, had a bit of a chat, and discovered that the new player experience for people that don't join with friends is completely and utterly terrible, and I kind of wanted to explore that and try and figure out what's going on, and also if there's any potential fixes that Ubisoft could implement. Now, of course, the main feature here is basically coming from my brother. These are his opinions mostly. I'm just going to do a little bit of elaborating on them and, of course, explain my own ideas around it. So first thing he said was that he didn't like the way that the community was so abusive to players that were new to the game and didn't understand it. And he said basically 9 out of 10 games that he played in casual, he was saying he was receiving abuse from players, he was getting hate, people were attacking him in game, like damaging his health, killing him, and in other cases just kicking him straight out of the game just because either he didn't pick an operator they liked or because he had to pick recruit because he didn't have operators to pick otherwise. And basically he started to get really frustrated with the game because of the way he was being treated, and also because there was no chance for him to sort of understand the deeper mechanics of the game. Now, of course, this was a video I did quite a while ago, saying the worst time for new players to join the game, and it seems as though the problems have only gotten worse in the last few months. So basically, let's start off with, obviously, the issues with abuse. Now, players in this game seem to have a really high and mighty opinion of new people who don't know what they're doing. They seem to think that they're better than them, and therefore they have rights to do whatever they like to these new players. And it seems to be a huge issue. I don't know why this is a thing. I don't know if maybe we need to remove like people showing levels in game. But realistically, like I said, I watched a game, I sat and played with my brother, and I watched 3 of the players on this team abuse him, try and kick him, and team kill him. And when I said to them, you know, that's not right, what the hell are you doing? The response I got was, report me, Ubisoft won't do anything, they don't care. And he kind of made a good point, because realistically, if you report somebody for that kind of thing, 9 times out of 10, it just goes on and on and on, and they keep getting away with it. People are so brazen with team killing, kicking, and just abusing new players because they know that that report button does nothing. They are solid in the opinion that if they hit report, nothing happens. Ubisoft won't pick them up, Ubisoft won't ban them. Even to me, it happened the other day. I was playing a casual game, and this dude just randomly walked up and team killed me. And I was like, right, you know, whatever, I'm just going to report you and that'll be it. And literally he said, go for it, I don't care, Ubisoft won't do anything, I've been doing this for ages. And I was like, well, in fairness, he's got a point. If he's not had any kind of repercussions for that action, he's going to keep doing it. And again, this is the sort of thing with new players. People come across these new players and they just hurl abuse at them. Another example was my brother picked up the game and he was playing a game and he picked, I think it was Thermite. And the team he was on legitimately said to him, go off Thermite, otherwise we're kicking you because you don't know what you're doing. And he was like, well, you know, if you let me play the operator, explain it to me, maybe I'll be able to play them. And they were like, no, pick another operator. So he then went off Thermite because he thought, okay, I'll leave it. And he picked Recruit. Someone insta-locked Thermite. And they were like, no, pick an operator. You have to pick an operator. And he was like, well, I haven't got any other attacking operators because I've only just started. And again, he was getting abuse. And what happened was because they wouldn't let him go back on Thermite, they kicked him. And again, it's just this thing of new players are treated so poorly by this community, they don't want to keep playing. Like, legitimately, my brother turned around to me and said, I have no interest in playing this game. And I was like, well, you can hit rank 20, like level 20, you can jump into ranked, and yes, it's not the best way to learn, but at least that way, you know, you're not going to get people team killing you, you're not going to get people kicking you, because that's not an option for them. And hopefully, if you tell them, I can't pick any other operators, they'll be smart and swap off, and, you know, pick an operator that you can, or leave an operator that you can play. And he was like, well, yeah, that's perfectly fine, but getting to level 20 is going to be a hell of a slog if I'm being kicked out of games, team killed, not receiving XP for stuff. And it was true. He has a good point. There is no way for him to kind of get real amounts of renown to actually hit level 20. He's in this catch-22 of either he keeps playing to rank up to level 20 and then goes into ranked so he doesn't have to deal with it anymore, but he has to live with that abuse till level 20, or he just stops playing, goes back to playing other games where people aren't as abusive to him, and, you know, doesn't have to worry about it. And genuinely, like, talking about it, he has said he's thinking of going back to other games because of the way it's been dealt with. And I said, look, at the end of the day, what we'll do is I'll try and play with you every so often. At least if there's two of us, they can't kick you. Yes, you might get team killed every so often, but at the end of the day, at least you'll get to learn. I'll try and help you a little bit here and there and teach you how to play. And unfortunately, due to the way our schedules work, playing with my brother is going to be difficult because he's a uni student, he's just started. So normally when I come home from work, he's going out to drink, and on weekends he's sleeping off a hangover. But yeah, hopefully, you know, I'll be able to help him. And again, I've also said to him, get some mates to pick it up at university. You know, you're doing a games design course, I'm sure people will want to pick up Siege. Just play with them, or maybe you've got people that play it already who will just take you under their wing and have same schedules and play with you. And he said, you know, he'll take a look into that. But again, it's this case of he did say to me, I don't think it's right that I should have to have friends to be able to play this game. I mean, at the end of the day, why is it that this game has been around for about 2 years, 9 months, whatever it is, and people are still allowed to act like this? And, you know, it raised an interesting question to me because I didn't understand what the thing is. It seems as though we have this elitist community divide within Siege, which is between the new players and the people that have been around for ages. You get people that turn around and go, oh, I've been here since, you know, Season 1, Year 1, and all this kind of stuff, and other people turn around and go, oh, you know, I've been here since, you know, like, White Noise or whatever, and they lord that over people, and they're like, you know, I'm better than you because of that. And it just, I don't understand where it comes from, this elitist behaviour. It's not good, and I think Ubisoft need to do something to address this, because it's not going to stop. Let's be honest, the longer the game goes on, it's going to keep happening, and I think they need to address certain things. So the first thing I would love to see changed is this, like, ability to just team kill one of your teammates and know that the report does nothing. I think Ubisoft need to actively start looking into these reports or introduce a better system, because players should not be able to team kill and then just go and say, oh, report me, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to get picked up for it. Because what does that say about the system we have? Basically, it means that people can go on with impunity to act in abusive ways to new players, and they're not worried about it. And I think Ubisoft needs to step up. Yes, they've said, hey, we're going to ban people for abusive chat, we're going to let you block people who are abusive in chat, but they need to start doing something about these actively abusive players in casual, because again, people have to deal with this up until level 20. And yes, that can be quite a quick journey from level 1 to 20, but for some people who kept getting killed, games keep getting thrown, they're not going to get there quickly, and before they reach level 20, they're going to stop playing. And like I said, in my brother's case, even though I said to him, you know, I'll play with you, you know, you can play with some of my friends and stuff, he was kind of like, well, I don't think that's how this game should be. I don't think I should have to play with you to enjoy it. I should just be able to hop into a game and enjoy it. And he's not wrong, I'll be honest. I love Siege to bits. It's a fantastic game, but it needs some sort of environment for new players to just get to grips with things and understand things a little bit better. Maybe having like an operator, like a sort of like a training course where you can learn operator recoil, learn about the operator's gadget, even if it is just a case of, hey, here's a wall that's reinforced, thermite can blow it up. If there's electricity on it, you can't blow it up because it's a bandit trap and that'll electrocute it. And yes, that's basic, but at the end of the day, if you're a new player, you might not know these things, and they might seem really easy and simple to people that have played the game for longer, but for new people, it's just that little bit of extra help so they don't make that mistake in game and they don't get abused for it. Because believe you me, like I said, I even played on my brother's account for a couple of rounds, and the amount of abuse that I saw was insane. Like, I kid you not, round 1, a dude team kills me and goes, oh, you need to learn how to play, so watch me play. And I was like, what the hell are you on about? And then the second round, I think I picked an Ash because he happened to have unlocked that at that point. And this other guy was like, get off Ash, I want to play him. And I was like, well, I've got no other operators other than Thermite, and he's already been picked, so I can't swap. And he was like, no, you're going to swap off, you're going to swap off. He didn't swap off, so his friend then team killed me. And it was like, how is that fair? Why is it just because you didn't get what you want means you're going to be abusive to me? And I didn't understand it, and I still don't understand why this is a thing. And this is kind of where I want to talk to you guys. If you've had any bad experiences and you're new to Siege, please let me know in the comments below what those experiences were like. I want to know. And if you are one of these people who abuse and like sort of have a go at like new players, please let me know why you do that and why you think it's okay. Hell, if you're a troll and you just think it's funny, again, just let me know. I probably won't respect you, but it'll be nice to hear why people do it, because personally, from my aspect, I can't understand it, especially in casual. You know, these new players need to learn somehow, and if you're going to stop them from doing that, they're never going to improve. And I can't fathom how this is a thing and how Ubisoft haven't fixed it. Because like I said, we're like 2 years, 9 months into the game. Coming up to December this year, we'll be 3 years into the game's life cycle. And again, it's just going to keep getting worse because the game is growing. Ubisoft are proud of the fact this game has sold nearly 40 million copies and, you know, it's still growing. But these new players are just dealing with so much abuse. They don't want to keep playing. And I'm not being funny. It's not like this is just a story that I've had from my brother. I've spoken to other people that I know that have recently picked up the game. I was chatting to a guy from work who does nights and plays a lot during the day. And again, he was saying things like, realistically, if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, I just keep playing regardless, I'm not really bothered by trolls. He said he would have quit the game a long time ago, and literally his example was, as soon as I hit level 20, I jumped into ranked, and he placed at silver, and he was like, you know what, at the end of the day, I don't care that I'm silver, because at least in ranked, people cannot be as toxic to you. They cannot afford to team kill you without getting that competitive ban, and without getting that competitive cooldown, so they have to deal with it. And also, players cannot see your level when you are in ranked. Players cannot see that. There is no way to sort of assess how good you are. They just see that you're there. And again, I think maybe that should be something Ubisoft should bring to casual. Don't show people's levels. Don't show people's ranks. Just show them there. Just let them be there. And at least that way, you're not comparing skill stats. You're not letting people know what level people are. And again, it just gives the new players a chance to not be harassed and abused by these players who have been playing the game for ages. And it seems to be, I've noticed a lot more, players who have got high levels but very little like experience in ranked. I happened to look up a few of the players I was playing against, and they're kind of low gold, silvers, or they just don't play a competitive season. They mainly play casual, and it seems like these guys are the people that just love to abuse people. They get off on just team killing, and I think Ubisoft needs to do something. I don't know what, but it needs looking into, because this is only going to like adversely affect the game. And having to tell people, oh, if you want to play Siege, if you want to get the most enjoyment out of it, you have to start playing it with friends, otherwise you're going to get nowhere. It just feels like a horrible thing to have to say, and there just needs to be a solution. So, as I said, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think to this situation? Have you seen it? Have you gone through it? Are you one of the people that actually does this to people? Let me know why, you know, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Obviously, if you have any ideas on how Ubisoft could fix it, feel free to share those as well. Hey, you never know, one of the Ubi devs might read the comments of my videos, not that they do, but you never know. But other than that, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Thanks for your time and consideration. Obviously, if you liked the video, feel free to hit the like button. If you didn't, the dislike button is just there. As always, links to all of my other external websites are in the description below. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.